Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. What day is it? It is Monday today. Happy Monday to you all. Hopefully you had a good weekend. It snowed here and it's very, very cold. In fact, the high temperature today is -Celsius at the moment, which is kind of bonkers considering it's not even December yet. But that's besides the point. I've got the heater going in the corner. I've got the woolly hat out, and we've got a lot of music to catch up on because, of course, the South Korean music scene has no Thanksgiving break. So let's catch up on stuff that we have missed. Starting off with a debuting subunit from a boy group who only themselves made their debut this year. We're jumping back on board with the LUN8 boys one time with their new subunit LUN8wave, which I didn't even know was a thing that was happening. But here we are, and I'm very excited to get into it. They have an MV, or a special clip as they call it, out called Playground. So let's check it out. DJ, roll the intro. I know I recorded OSC Saturday not too long ago, but it just feels so foreign, or feels really weird, the fact that I'm pretty sure LUN8 have not had that many releases, if any, following their debut, and they're already debuting a subunit. I think that's very interesting indeed. Fantasia, what are you planning on doing with them? But that's besides the point. We have a lot of music to get through, so let's just jump into it right away. Here we go. Oh, I swear to... So why are the captions so small? There we go. It's kind of cute, but the groove is really good. Like, there's an interesting amount of playfulness this song has, and there's a really interesting amount of brightness this song has, but it's not, like, in-your-face sweet. Even though the energy has got that vibe to it, and I like that. It's really balanced. And that chorus is a very nice pace too. It's not too quick, but it's got a great energy to it. Even the flow's got a nice amount of playfulness to it, but it's not like overwhelmingly bright, even though the song feels like it. And I know I'm repeating things I'm saying at this point, but how are they doing this? 여기 두줘라. Interesting takedown for the bridge here. Oh, let the low end ring a little bit. Yeah. 여기 웃겨라. Double time at one time, okay. 여기 웃겨라. Wait, that's really nice. That's really nice. Oh. And it's one of those releases that has a really good amount of energy for the time of year that it's being released in. Because, again, Northern Hemisphere, it is winter now, pretty much. I mean, it's very much winter here because, well, there's freaking snow on the ground. And I feel like I need to be breaking out the Santa hats instead of the woolly hats, but this song has this kind of brightness you get from like a springtime release, but without the kind of like outward brightness that you get from a song of that era. Like, it's plenty colorful, and it's the visuals themselves are really playful. This song itself has this brightness to it, but it doesn't feel like the brightness you would get in the time of year that you would normally get that type of bright music, if that makes sense. Like, springtime is much like it is with the weather. The music scene also starts to warm up, starts to brighten up a little bit, get some livelier music going. This feels like it should be comfortable in that time frame, but I really like that it's released now. I mean, admittedly, this was like from a week ago, but I don't know, something about how balanced this song is. Like, it's happy. It's really happy. And in a time of year where we do kind of start getting into like kind of emo hours in a way, and I don't mean that in like I mean this entirely in a joking way, but you know, the weather is getting grim, cold. We start getting kind of in our feels a little bit. So to have a song like this where it does kind of liven up your spirits a little bit is great. And I think the execution for it is really good too. Oh, I'm not sure how I'm going to end up classifying this, but if we're talking about purely like debut groups, like LUN8 and LUN8wave have really, really like stepped up their game. The quality is immaculate. And both title tracks from LUN8 and LUN8wave, I've just really just boom, I've become attached to. And it's just, they make music easy for me to interpret, especially with Playground from LUN8wave. I don't remember what my initial thoughts were about the proper full LUN8's group debut earlier on in the year. But having, you know, it's been a long while now, and that song has marinated in my brain a little bit more. It's one of those songs where I can just pop on and be like, oh, hell yeah, and just jam along to it. And if that's something that LUN8 are going to be able to do with their discography and how I perceive their discography moving forward, they're going to be a fun group to follow. So I'm very curious to see which direction both LUN8wave and the full LUN8 group decide to go in the future. But also knowing that they're under Fantasio has me, I won't complain too much, because the fact that we got new music, I'm okay with that. So that is it from me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.